morning there, everybody, and welcome back to the vlog. So, a little bit of time has passed since the last video and this one that I'm filming now. We're now at the end of March, so, you know, about 2 weeks has passed or so. We've been quite busy. Not a lot. Well, no, that's not true. We've been quite busy. So, the first thing, if I show you, well, two things actually. Those of you with eagle eyes will notice that this rickety shed has gone. And also we've had the other delivery of stone. Now, I didn't bother to film it or do it because you've seen me do it already 3 times or 2 times. I can't remember, 3 times I think over here. And I just thought, you know, it's just the same process of just dumping it and tipping it and smoothing it. So I thought you might get a bit bored with it. So, but if you do want me to, you know, film everything, then, you know, let me know in the comments and then I'll pick up the camera next time because there's still more to go. So that's that. This rickety thing went. Literally, Sarah and I just pushed it over and it literally just caved over. So it wasn't very safe at all. It was very dangerous. So it's good that that's gone. And also, we have put this together. This was some of the timber things that we used. You see, look, it's all just sort of rickety put together. So this is some of the timber used from this little rickety shed. We just basically nailed it together with a couple of battens. Got some, what do you call it, roofing tiles, and yeah, we just, a couple of hinges. Look, pretty simple, just bashed it together. It's nothing amazing, it's nothing special. This took a little bit of time though, driving in all these posts. This did take a little while, let me tell you, with a post basher. This did take a long time, but there we go, it's in, ready to take the chickens now, which will be nice. Got their whole fenced off area. They came up and had a look. And they said it looks very nice, it looks very neat, so they're happy with it. The fact that, you know, this is their land, so they're okay with it. They said it's fine, they don't mind it at all. They can't escape. Yeah, this did take a little while. This did take a good few days. Banging in all these stakes. I didn't cement them in, I've literally just knocked them in with the sledgehammer. So, yeah, that... it took a little bit of time, let me tell you, and a little bit of sweat too. But yeah, this is just literally knocked together very quickly. As long as they can't escape, they should be fine. Just to keep them in there at night time from foxes and badgers and things like that. So, the other thing, if you remember, we spread the old poop, and look how lovely this has come up. Now, this is pretty much ready to be cut. Look at it, it's beautiful. Probably could do with a few more, I don't know, weeks, days maybe a bit longer, but we're gonna start getting ready to cut it anyway, because we want to get the sheep in now that spring is coming. And yeah, so that's it. I still haven't heard back from the council. I'm still waiting for the council. They did say up to 3 weeks, so you know, I'm just waiting basically for a letter to drop on the mat. Regarding the stones, I managed to get halfway round and then ran out. It started to get too thin. And again, I managed to do this little bit here. And yeah, that's where we are really. That's where we are. We've got a few little jobs to do today. One of them is we need to go and collect our seeds now that we have ordered for our greenhouses. Close this off. Don't need this open. There we go. Also want to move the chickens across. Get them into their new home. They should be happy in there, I hope. But we'll do that in a bit. So, I think I'm going to need the trailer for this. Just open these. Oh, no, I made a boo-boo. I forgot I put the trailer in that one now, didn't I? Close those off. Yes, that's what we need. We need the trailer. And we need the truck. So we're going to head off to the... the garden centre. That's where we're going to head off to. We're going to head off to the garden centre. And go and pick up some seeds. And then when we get back, we've got a few things to discuss. Yeah, when we get back, we've got a few things to discuss. But let's do one job at a time. Ooh, easy fella. Right. It's a bit difficult to see when you have a truck just how sort of close you are. Right, drop that on there, plug that in there. Okay. Right, got the trailer. Ooh, chickens. Don't run into them. Okay, just open the gate. I don't know why Sarah closes it every time she goes to work. I tell her there's no point. You may as well just leave it open because, you know, you're going to go out again eventually. So, I mean, close it at night time, yes, but there's no real point in opening it during the night. Sorry. There's no real point in closing it during the day. Right. Let's head off. So yeah, I've ordered a pallet of seed, different seeds obviously. I'll tell you what we're going to plant when we get back, and also some starter fertilizer as well, just to help it get a little bit of an oomph going, just to give it the best state possible, really. It's a good job that the garden centre isn't too far away. Ooh, bit of oncoming traffic here. Alright, don't worry, I'll move out of the way then, shall I? What? Don't bib at me. Some people are so arrogant. Right. Pull in here. And... oh, I'm guessing that's my stuff. I hope. Right. I'm just going to go and speak to somebody and get this loaded up. So, give me 2 seconds. All loaded. Ready to go. That was nice and all been paid for. Unfortunately. All done and dusted. And now we can head back to the yard. I hope. Gently. Without crashing into their fence. That would be a good thing. Don't think they would appreciate that very much if I did crash into their fence. They would be slightly angry. Right. Scooch on home. It's a very misty morning this morning. Or foggy, whichever you wish to describe it, but it looks rather picturesque, I have to say. It is a very nice spring, early spring, very early spring. Or, yeah, we're not actually technically in spring yet, so, but it is very, very picturesque. It is a very, very beautiful part of the world. So I haven't seen many people working in their fields, though. Well, I guess during winter they probably won't be doing much, but maybe now we'll see a couple of tractors out and about, or maybe a combine here and there. Who knows? Maybe we will see something. Right, there we go. Home sweet home. Almost, anyway. Right, I think the best place to put this is probably just over in front of the milk tank here. Very straight. Yes, there we go. That should be good. Let's get rid of these straps. There we go. Now it's time for old Deary. Just let her warm up a minute. Also, with the posts, one thing I did do, I don't know if you're supposed to do this. I mean, I've seen other people doing it, is I can be a bit dangerous, so you do need to be careful. But I used the pallet forks and I just pushed down with the hydraulic ram of the front loader, and that sort of helped, you know, when you got to a really nasty bit, that sort of helped push through the clay a little bit. So yeah, that helped. Right, so let's get these off. You should be good to go now, I hope. Running for a minute or two. Let all the fluids circulate. Do I have... Yes, okay. Couldn't remember if I took that off or not, but I guess I didn't. Right. See how my loading skills have improved. Probably not a lot. Okay. Easy does it. Right. Head on round. Easy does it. I might lower that down a little bit. There we go. Center of gravity and all that kind of stuff. No need to rush. Oh, I closed this gate. I thought I left it open. I'm going to have to jump out and open that again. Avoiding all of these wet patches if I can. Should have gone the other way. It would have made more sense. Open you up into our little area. Our veggie patch. Yeah, this field here certainly got a lot of weeds in it. Looks like it's been very... Well, it just looks like it's been neglected, really. Right, let's just pop this down here. Should be perfect. There we go. I also moved that over here. I thought it would be... It got it out of the way of the yard, and I also thought it would sort of go quite nicely. You know, a little bit of decoration down by the veggie patch. But it looked quite nice. No, this one we need to grab from the side. Right, upsy daisy. Whoop, bit too far. Right, there we go. I forgot that these forks don't go very high. One of you guys did mention in the comments that there is a bag lift attacher that you can get, so I may look at that. But I don't know if it's worth it. I mean, this sort of works. Bit jiggery pokery, but it works. And you know, I sort of live by the sort of if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of rule. So, you know, just means spending more money, where this works perfectly fine. All right, it could do with being a bit higher off the ground. And if I was to have to get a load of this off a truck, then yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to do that at all. Then we would be screwed. Right, so let me just tell you the plan. What we've got going on here. So in here we're going to have lettuce. These two we're going to have tomatoes. And this one we're going to have runner beans or green beans, however you want to call them. Yeah, it has actually collected quite a lot of water. I need to get rid of that somehow. And look, it doesn't take long for weeds to come up, does it? Look at that. Need to get rid of those too. So yeah, that's the plan. That's what we've got the seeds and the fert for. Should all be there. So hopefully I just need to find the right bag for the right seed. It is labelled on it, so it's not too difficult, really. It's not too difficult. Right, get out this field. Need to do something with this area. We haven't quite decided what to do yet with this little patch. Right, whilst I've got this here, I think what we're going to do is we're going to probably move the chickens, which means getting that out. I know it seems a bit of a... I know it seems a bit... overkill, let's say. Oh, I've kind of put the tractor right in the way. Okay, that's my fault. I know it seems a bit overkill for 20 chickens, but I have wanted to move that anyway. Although, did I just do it by hand? Should I just try and grab them by hand? It might be a lot easier if I just grab them by hand, really. But I'll have to put the camera down for this, though, because that's going to be a bit tricky. But yeah. Alright, let me see if I can grab these. If I can't, if they start running amok and chasing me around everywhere, then we'll use the trailer. But if I can get them by hand, then I will.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay. So, they gave me the runaround, but we finally managed, or I finally managed, to get them all in here. They did give me the bit of the runaround, but they look a lot happier. Look at that, running around now. Definitely worth the little investment it was for the posts and the wire, the chicken fencing, or chicken, what is it called? Chicken mesh, chicken fence, chicken wire. That's what it's called. Yeah. So they've got a lot more freedom now. Look at him go. So they're happy in there. I just need to give them a bit of food, but I don't know if I've actually got any left. Do I have any left? Ooh, no, I don't. Ah, okay. I should have ordered some of that. Alright, that's fine. I can scrape it out of there in their trough and throw it in there. They'll be fine for now in the grass. That's okay. I can do that off camera. That's nothing special. So, yeah. Now what to do with this building, really? I mean, it is a pretty building. But I suppose it is going to have to go. Don't need that open anymore. I mean, not just yet. I might leave it there for a little while. I don't know. We'll see. I suppose I could put chicks in there, maybe? When they've been hatched? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. I just fear that if... You know, if that's not there, that's going to be a very open area. I mean, that's good for moving and, you know, tractors and vehicles and stuff like that. But I think it's going to look a bit plain and a bit boring. I don't know, maybe a sort of gazebo or something to go there. I don't know. We'll think about it. Right. Yes, I said I have something to talk to you guys about. So, Sarah and I have been discussing at great lengths. So, Sarah and I have been discussing at great lengths what to do. Actually, no, I want to go through there. What to do and what the plan is. Now, originally, the plan was to be more self-sufficient, and that still is the plan. We still want that. But we've also done a lot of umming and ahhing and sort of going back and forth and to and from. And we have also decided that the main priority is make ourselves self-sufficient, but also if we can turn this into a profitable business. We've got space. I mean, this is quite a large area. I'm not saying, you know, like I've always said, I'm not saying a 200 herd milking dairy farm or a 60 beef cattle farm, nothing like that. But we're definitely going to try and turn this into a business. Like I said, the priority is to make ourselves self-sufficient. So whatever we grow and produce, we have enough for ourselves. I mean, there's only 2 of us, so it shouldn't be too bad, really. Although we've never done this before, we may fail miserably. But if we can turn this into a profitable business, so we're thinking a little farm shop, we're thinking beef, lamb, veg, maybe, you know, the point is I mean, looking at it like this is a big field. But for example, if we wanted to do a cereal crop like wheat or barley, then this would have to take all of it. This field would be completely it. And that's not what's going to happen, because obviously we're going to have sheep in here soon. So again, sheep, we've got wool, yeah, in the winter time. So it's not going to be the plan. It's not going to be a massive endeavor. It's going to be a small holding / hobby farm with hopefully a profitable income. That's the sort of goal now. Like I said, we've done a lot of umming and ahhing and a lot of talking about it, and a lot of, because I mean, we've got this space. I mean, if we just put sheep here, you know, that's all wasted space there. And there's money there. If you think about it in terms of, you know, if you put your business hat on, there's money there. Grow, I don't know, grow corn, sell corn, grow potatoes, sell potatoes. You know, even if you get back what you've spent, it's still worth it in our opinion, because you're working the land. It's not just going to get overgrown and become, you know, a weedy mosh pit, basically. Obviously, we hope to do this for profit. Like I said, if we grow potatoes, then obviously we hope to get back what we spent investing the potatoes, and also a little bit of profit, which would be nice. So that's the plan now. Like I said, a lot of umming and ahhing, a lot of late nights, a lot of bottles of wine. That's the plan. We've got the stables for cows. We've got the milking thing, although I don't know if it works. Basically, what I'm saying is we've got the space. That was my argument, is that we've got the space to start something here, rather than just be self-sufficient, which again is our main priority. Is we've got the space to start something here, so let's do it. You know, bite the bullet and do it. So that is now the plan. That, however, means investing a lot of money. And this is where the argument, not the argument, this is where the conversation kind of turned into an argument. And if Sarah watches this back, she's probably going to kill me for saying that. So it was nice knowing you. But like I said, when we bought this place, we always did have a little bit left in the kitty for things that we knew we were going to have to do. For example, all of the gravel, buying some kind of tractor / utility vehicle, buying the sheep, buying the chickens, you know, maintenance, all that kind of stuff. Because like I said, we bought this as seen. We had no idea what was, I mean, we had the surveys done, but you know how it is. Things break all the time. Things need repairing all the time. So we did have a little bit left in the kitty. And now we're going to have to spend that on investment. Obviously, I'm going to try and do it as cheap as possible. So it's not going to be new equipment. It's going to be secondhand equipment. It's going to be, you know, literally the cheapest of the cheapest. I mean, I don't know, you know, for example, I've been looking at mowers recently, right? You can get a 3 meter, a 4 meter, a 5 meter mower, right? Well, all right. A 5 meter mower, I could probably, I have no idea, but it would obviously be quicker to mow this with a 5 meter mower than with a 3 meter mower. But the cost of a 5 meter mower is almost double the price of a 3 meter mower. And I'm not going to bother investing in that cost. I'll just spend a bit more time. An hour, 2 hours, I have no idea. If I have to get up a bit earlier, then I will. Buying the cheaper option and just spend more time doing the job. If that makes sense. Because some of these agricultural machineries are massive. I mean, they're humongous. And the size of the tractor you need to pull them is just stupid. I mean, I was just on John Deere's website the other day, just having a little look around, seeing what there is and what there is. I mean, I almost had a heart attack looking at the price. You know, sort of 150, 160,000 for a basic tractor. That's without even anything on it yet. You still need to then, I mean, it comes with a few things, obviously, but then you still need to configure it how you want to. And it's like, no. So yeah, it's going to be, I've always said, trying to do it on a budget. That's the point. But unfortunately, it now means we have to spend some of that money that we had saved up. And that's where the sort of debate about bringing this into a profitable business kind of took a turn, because we were always safe financially because we knew we had that as a backup. Obviously, Sarah is working in the local shop, so she's bringing some money in. But now we're going to have to spend a big chunk. I mean, pretty much 80-90% of what we have, we're now going to have to spend on stuff. So we're going to try and do it methodically, and we're only going to spend where we need to. Also, I'll come to that in a second. We're only going to spend where we need to, but I was also trying to convince Sarah that if we have this stuff, if we have this equipment, if we invest in this equipment, if we invest in all these tools, you know, if we have a quiet day, which I don't know, may or may not happen, I can lend my services to other people, you know, if someone needs a field cutting or rolling or manure spreading or whatever, you know, I can then lend my services. A bit like what Jim did. He lent us the tractor and the manure, and he lent us the tractor and the mower. So kind of that thing as well. We could sort of pay to hire kind of thing just to get a little bit of extra cash. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. But now the focus is on this field. Like I said, we do want to get the sheep in because we would like to have some fluffy little animals running around. I mean, we got the chickens, but we would like to have a couple of sheep running around. And as we said before, and as you guys mentioned, the best thing to do would be to cut this and keep it as ourselves for food. So that is what we're going to do. So, on that note, after sort of we calmed down a bit from our sort of heated debate, let's call it a heated debate, we I phoned up the local dealer and I sort of made a list. And I said, right, do you have any of this stuff in a low, very low spec price range? You know, like I said, this is just for us. And I sort of told the plan and they said, yeah, that's fine. They do have some things, not a lot. They've got a few things in stock. In stock. They don't keep them in stock, but they're part exchange for newer vehicles. So other farmers have traded up to newer, bigger, better equipment. And some of the stuff is just sitting there. So yeah, I've spoken to them. They've got a few things. They're going, they should be there, ready to look at. He said pop down whenever you want. They're here, they're on the forecourt, or around the back, so we can have a look whenever we need to. Just close this off. So that's what we're going to go and do. We are going to go and have a look at a tractor and a mower. Potentially. I'm not saying I'm going to buy it today, but I need to, I need to go and have a look at it and see, you know, and speak to the guy. What can it do? What's it got? All that kind of stuff. Let's just quickly drop the trailer back. Also, the good thing about not having the chickens here is I don't have to worry about squishing them, which is nice, I have to say. It's very nice not having to worry about squishing chickens. Alright, let's just drop that off there for now. There we go, that'll do. Unplug that. Undo the ball pin, drop the foot down, handbrake on. Right, so off we go again. It's been a bit of a manic episode, this one, but like I said, we did have a few things to discuss, which we've now done. So you now know, you now know the sort of full plan of what we're planning. So, like I said, we want to try anyway. We want to try and make it a profitable business. I'm not saying millions. We're not greedy. You know, like I said, it's not going to be a 200 dairy herd milking farm. It's not going to be a 600 cattle, beef farm. It's just going to be mainly self-sufficient for us and whatever we can make extra on the side, because like I said, we've got the space, really. We've got the space, so that's the plan. And now we're going to go and have a look at some tractors. Yes, we are a bit apprehensive because we don't know where it's going to go. At the end of the day, if it fails, then we can just sell everything. Obviously, we're probably going to make a loss on the stuff that we buy now, but we can sell it anyway and try and recuperate some of the cost. So, you know, we have to try. If you don't try, you don't know, basically. You have to try. Right. Where should we park? Let's just go and park over here, out of the way. There we go. That'll do. Right. Let me go and speak to them, and then we'll come back and have a look. Okay. So, I've got a couple of pieces of paper in my hand. He's told me which ones are in our price range and sort of what I said I was looking for over the phone. So, obviously it's none of these. Absolutely none of these. So, this is the first one, I think he said. Massey Ferguson 690. Yes, so this is exactly what Jim had. Just slightly cleaner. You can actually see it now. Again, it's worn, been used. It does have front loader capability, but it doesn't have a front loader with it. It's 90 horsepower. Again, all of the tractors here have been serviced and they're ready. They've been in their garage. They've been up on the ramps. They've had their oils, filters, hydraulics, fluids changed. Okay, you see it's got a new filter on it there, look. Changed, done, and dusted. So he did say the keys should be in it. So yeah, this is what we used when we sprayed the manure. It's just a bit cleaner. Same age. Yeah, this is what he used, what we used. And for that one, they want 12,995. So way past my 8,000 budget originally. But again, it has been fully serviced and it is ready to rock and roll. That's that one. Not this one, but I do like the color orange. Not this one. Definitely not that. This is another one. A John Deere 6900. This one is a bit bigger. This is the biggest one on the list. So this one has 140 horsepower, which is a lot. And they did say that this is the biggest one, you know, that they have in my spec, if you like. This one does come with a front loader. Got massive chunky wheels, 4-wheel drive, whereas that little Massey is only 2-wheel drive. And Jim did mention 4-wheel drive is better. It's got a heavier load on the back. It can take a heavier load than the little Massey. I mean, I'm saying like I know what I'm talking about, but honestly, I don't. It's just big and it's green. This one's nice because it's got the little buttons on the outside, so you can operate this stuff here on both sides, which is nice. Yeah, it's quite a big jump to get into. Yeah, and a lot more buttons and a lot more things. Should we start it up, see what it sounds like? Okay. I'm not going to go anywhere because the front loader is right in front of it. It's got radio. Yeah, see, I would have to know how all this works. It's got different, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got different gear ratios. Yeah, see, I would have to learn all of this kind of stuff. Got power steering, obviously. Nice and light. So yeah, that one without the front loader, just the unit, is 21,995, and then that is an extra 5,995. So that is very expensive, I think. Still cheap in comparison to what you can buy these days, but very expensive, and I think possibly too big. I don't know. Possibly too big. This is the next one. This is the one that we saw that was over there, so they've obviously moved it. This is this International 845. Again, 90 horsepower. Again, it comes with a front loader and pallet forks by the looks of it. This one's a lot older, from the 1980s. Again, you know, it's been used. Again, stuff here that does stuff. No buttons on the outside. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Is that the handbrake? Oh, wow. That's a funky place for the handbrake. That's cool. Oh, no, that's the handbrake. So what's that then? No idea what lever that is. Maybe that's a release catch for the front loader, maybe. Yeah, see, this is sort of... Yeah, this is nice. Should we see if it starts up? There we go. I have no idea which one. Oh, that one. Okay. That one does that. Okay. Yeah, power steering. This one's also got the little knob on the wheel as well. Again, not bad. Quite clean in here, I have to say. They did clean it up nicely. They did clean it up nicely. It's got radio. No air conditioning, obviously, but it's got radio. So yeah, that's that one. The International 845XL with the front loader. So this one comes as a whole, including the front loader. This is 22,995. So it's cheaper by a couple of grand than that massive John Deere. It's got a nice weight block on the front as well. This thing is not even worth looking at. None of those two. And then the last two is this old Ford. Again, it's a 7, 8, 10. That means nothing to me. It's just some numbers. Again, this is I think 90 horsepower or 87, something like that. It's near enough, damn it. Hang on, it says it on the piece of paper. Wait, 87. There's 87. No, it's not. I stand corrected. It's 100. It's 100 horsepower, this one. 104. There you go, to be precise. That's what it says on the paper. I was looking at the wrong one. Again, four-wheel drive. Obviously no buttons on the back. Let's have a little look inside. This is quite nice. This is quite a nice layout, I have to say. Everything is reachable. Again, it's got radio. No air conditioning, obviously. Start her up. Here we go. Ooh. I wonder why that died. Okay, I need to tell him about that one. Something wrong with that. I didn't do anything. It started up and then it died. So, yeah, he did say they'd all been run over. I mean, when I say run over, they haven't been squashed. They've been run over by the mechanic and gone through. No weight block on this one, which I don't know if that will be a problem or not. Interesting. I wonder why that didn't start. I'll have to tell him about that one. Or it started and then cut out. So that's that one. And then this is the most modern one. Oh, I didn't give you the price of this one. Sorry. Wait a minute. Let me check in the paperwork. The Ford. This one is $17,995. So this is the last one on the list. This is the newest one of the lot. And also the most expensive. It's a 5115. It's 90 horsepower. It comes with the front loader. It's got the mudguard packet on it. I'm literally just reading off of the sheet. So, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's got the buttons to operate the hitches at the back. They're your spools. It's got the front loader. It's also got a front machinery connector, PTO connector, is that what we call it, at the front there. Yeah, this is a lot more modern, a lot less buttons than I was actually, you know, when you look at it from the outside, you think there's a load more buttons here. There are your lights, obviously. And then your gears, you've got the tortoise in the hare, speed control. That's your PTO. Should we start it up? This one's also got a passenger seat, which is quite nice. So Sarah can join me. Yeah, this one is the most modern one. Or the newest one. I'm assuming the joystick. Yeah, okay. Don't want to play with it too much. So yeah. And this one is $45,995. So that is very expensive. So we've got basically $45,995, so call it 46. 18. What did I say this was? 17,950 or something like that? 90 with the front loader. That's the thing. That Ford doesn't have a front loader. And oh, it does have the, sorry, I repeat. I correct myself. It has got the connection for the front loader. I don't know what you call that. The bracket? I don't know what you call that, but it hasn't got one with it. So that would be another investment. This one all comes in. This one was, what did I say it was? 22 and then 6. Again, that's the most powerful. That's the biggest and the most powerful. That's 145 horsepower. That's 90. The little Ford is 100. This is 90. I mean, you would think that'd have more horsepower, but it doesn't. That's 90. And this one is also 90. So there are the current options available. Massey Ferguson 690. The John Deere 6900. The Case 845. the Ford 710 and the John Deere 5115. So, what I thought would be quite good, although I cannot believe I'm going to do this, I honestly don't know which one. I mean, I think... I mean, it is a pretty looking tractor, but I think that's just too expensive to begin with. I can't invest that much to begin with. So I think the John Deere is out. I think, personally, it's a toss-up between this case and this Ford. I think it's a toss-up between those two. I think that's too big. I mean, it might not be too big. It's just... I don't know. I really don't know. This is nice. I do like this, but I think I only like this because it's what I've used. So I've kind of... I'm not familiar with it, but I've used it, so I know how it works. Do you know what I mean? Again, this doesn't have four-wheel drive, and it doesn't have... Oh, so it does have a front-loader bracket. Okay, apologies. They all come with front-loader brackets, just no front-loader. So again, that would need a new front-loader. So yeah, so then it's a toss-up of those three. It's the Massey, the Case, or the Ford, I think. I honestly don't know which one. 1, 2, or 3. I do not know. Well, anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the vlog there, and I'm going to think about this and hopefully make a decision which you will have to wait and see for. So, as always, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to do all the YouTubey stuff, the subscribe, like, bell, it all, you know, we appreciate it. It's really nice. And maybe on the next video we will have, I'm not going to say brand new, but a brand new tractor. So, as always, stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye for now.